Important to show why we're different from the enemy, because we're not the enemy, right? We're different from our adversary. Would you agree with that? We have different morals and different values.
We are not the enemy, sir.
We have different morals and we have different values than the enemy.
We have a code, a uniform code of military justice.
So the answer to that is
inside our
yes.
formations that
You're not trying to compare us to Al-Qaeda and ISIS, are you? We're different.
I know the code of the United States military and army that I signed up for.
You can't tell me whether we're different?
Right hand.
You're not willing to say we're
different? Of
different?
course we're different.
Okay, thank you.
It's absurd.
What transpired next was far more intense than what had come before. The atmosphere in the room became charged as Congressman Jason Crow fixed his gaze on Secretary Pete Hegseth. This was no mere exchange of pleasantries. It was a bold confrontation that questioned Hegseth's intentions and credibility in a manner that could make even the most seasoned officials uncomfortable. Crow was not there to seek sound bites or chase after sensational headlines. He was determined to challenge the very essence of leadership, loyalty, and values that will shape America's future. As he began his line of questioning, the palpable tension in the air was unmistakable. Crow's words resonated with a sense of urgency and purpose, compelling everyone present to reflect on the deeper implications of their discussion. This moment underscored the critical need for integrity and accountability in leadership, serving as a reminder that the decisions made today will echo through generations to come. The stakes were high, and Crow was ready to make them known.
Secretary Hegseth, we have a lot of things in common. In fact, our careers started the same way. We were both infantry officers. We were both platoon leaders. We both deployed our platoons to combat in a counterinsurgency environment. There are very few better leadership training grounds than that experience, and it's that experience that I want to transport us back into time, back to Lieutenant Hegseth and Lieutenant Crow. There are a lot of things that make a leader and that make a unit effective. Would you say that unit cohesion is important?
Unit cohesion amongst many is very important, yes, sir.
It's an important element. And part of that is making sure that all members of your unit felt included in that team, correct?
Far more important that every member of that unit felt capable to do the mission and united in that mission.
But that they were included and felt part of the team as well.
I wouldn't use the word inclusion, sir, but yes, they were cohering as a team, yes.
And that you reduce tension and infighting and points of tension between your platoon members so that you can focus on the mission. That was a part of the regular job.
Absolutely. That's why I've said that our diversity is our strength is the single dumbest phrase in military history.
What transpired was far more than a routine exchange in a hearing room. It was a moment of reckoning. Jason Crow wasn't merely posing questions. He was reflecting America back at itself. He wasn't hunting for catchy sound bites or trying to ensnare his opponent. Instead, he was insisting on something much more difficult, a candid dialogue about our identity, our principles, and their significance during this precarious juncture in our history. Both Crow and Hegseth once donned the same military uniform, sharing the experience of leading young soldiers through the tumult of counterinsurgency. That shared history is significant. War is an unforgiving teacher, stripping away illusions, exposing vulnerabilities, and imparting lessons that last a lifetime. In this confrontation, Crow reached back to those hard-earned lessons, not for sentimentality, but to gauge the leader Hegseth has become. Crow reminded Hegseth of a truth they both understood deeply as infantry lieutenants. A platoon's survival relies not just on firepower, but on something far more intangible yet crucial: cohesion. Unit cohesion isn't just jargon. It's what distinguishes a unit that stands firm under fire from one that disintegrates.
And words are
our
important.
Unity is our strength. And
Words.
so unity amongst members, despite differences of backgrounds, race, whatever that is.
And I agree with you on that.
Together on a mission.
And words, part of that is words are important and setting the tone is important, correct? When you're a leader.
All aspects of leadership, mostly leading by example.
Did you ever
and
tell them
also
your
giving
political
clear
affiliation?
guidance.
Did you ever tell your platoon members your political affiliation?
We certainly discussed lots of topics, and I'm sure my political affiliation.
Did you ever ask them theirs?
No, their political affiliation was never a concern to me.
Because it's important that everybody feel included and that people weren't excluded, correct? That would be
My
antithetical to
platoon, I'm sure my platoon contained Republicans, Democrats, and independents, and I had no idea what their affiliation was.
Cohesion within a military unit is fundamentally rooted in trust, respect, and a sense of belonging. In the heat of battle, soldiers don't pause to inquire about each other's political affiliations. They don't care whether someone voted red or blue. What truly matters in those critical moments is the unwavering trust in the individual beside them, the assurance that their comrade will stand firm, cover their flank, and prioritize the mission over personal pride. The essence of Crow's message was unmistakable. Fostering an environment of inclusivity is vital for building that essential trust. It's imperative to ensure that every service member feels valued and included, regardless of their background, beliefs, or political views. This approach is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it represents strength in its purest form. While Hegseth attempted to downplay the importance of the term inclusion, Crow firmly countered that point. He understood, as did every veteran watching, that the bonds forged through trust and respect are not merely optional elements of military life. They are essential for survival. In a cohesive unit, these connections can mean the difference between life and death, highlighting the profound importance of unity in the face of adversity.